Stephen Head from Archery Supplies, and this is the Trident release from Truball. It's new. It's a thumb release, a top of the line market, and it's got a new technology, a new idea, and I like new ideas. I'm going to say Truball make fantastic releases used by a lot of the top archers around the world. And there's lots of good release aids on the market, so it doesn't matter which brand you choose, you're basically just choosing a product which is really, really good. This is new. So this is self-loading. So it has 3 jaws. So one jaw, I'm going to pull there, press the button, and then the other jaw pops up. So there's 3, Trident 3. So it's a self-cocking mechanism. Like a release aid like the Blade, you have to push a button to cock it, or some of the others you have to move the little clasp to load. This is automatically loading. So we're going to try this out. Comes with a little wrist strap, which whether you use or not. Comes in 2 models, the Pro or the Standard, and I'm going to guess the Pro is just made with a heavier material. So if you like a heavier release aid weight, that's what the Pro's about, but it works the same way. You've got the ability to adjust the travel, that button there, or the tension, that button there. So this is straight out the packet. So ready to go. We're shooting Elite Envision. And this wrist thing's a pain if you're not going to use it. So you basically take it off if you're not using it. Now I feel like I want to cock or load something because that's just what I'm used to. So the load mechanism is pretty easy. It kind of goes on like that. Press the button. It's a hair release aid, so it's a good quality release aid. The more expensive release aids got finer adjustment and the trigger's more sensitive. So let's just try this out. I still feel like I want to clamp, like move the little thing over, and that's just because that's what I'm used to. Now, self-cocking versus non-self-cocking, you will get used to where you've got to load the thing, you'll get used to it, okay? Beginners think, oh, this is a lot of work. You'll get used to it. You get really quick with it, so... Okay, so things I didn't mention, this is a flex system which is common on Truball, so you can angle this down. I generally don't use the angling system. Comes in 2 sizes, medium and large. This is a medium. Look, it feels, I've got an average size hand. I'm not going to say it feels too big for my hand, but it definitely is not too small for my hand. So with sizing, things are very different depending on brand. So I'm going to say the medium is suitable for a large hand to a medium-sized hand. Large would be way too big for me, so that wouldn't even be an option. Stanislavski, for example, I think I'm a large in Stanislavski, and I think the Stanislavski large is quite tight on my hand. This is not quite tight, so its loading mechanism is good. I've got this this Envision. You can change the lead off, and I've got it set on basically minimal lead off. So I thought I was in the valley. I'm trying to get my anchor point, and I was still obviously hadn't hit peak draw weight at that stage. But just that's how I've set the bow, and I haven't shot this one much. I haven't actually shot it since surgery, so it's been 9 months since I shot this bow. Okay, my summary of the Truball Trident. It's definitely one of the nicest release aids I've used, and I feel like I'm saying that about a lot of release aids these days. And I'm going to say the insides of it are probably the same as the other release aids, which is why it feels the same, and that's why I'm going, look, it feels as good as the other release aids on the market. That's because the internals are the same. I don't know what the internals are like, but I'm going to say the internals are the same because it feels exactly the same. This little finger here feels narrow, and I'm like, I don't know if I like it or not like it. Look, it feels similar to my other release aids, and I use back tension release aids. It feels comfortable. The loading mechanism is a little bit, I feel like I want to load and cock a release aid just because I'm just so used to doing it, because I've been doing it for 40 years, and this feels like it's a cheap release aid by the fact that I don't have to cock it, because all the expensive release aids you've got to cock, but it's not, and it loads easy. Look, I really like it. And I think for myself, I'll be going to a thumb release aid from back tension very, very shortly. And it's definitely a release aid I would look at. I find you can adjust the trigger here. You can get different thumbs on it. Look, I like it just the way it is. I'm more than happy with this. This felt for me more than comfortable. More than happy with the auto cocking mechanism that TRU Ball's come up with here. Is it better or worse? Look, maybe it's better because I don't have to load something, and I don't have to, with the blade release aid, you've got to push the button to close the jaws, and if the D-loop's touching it, doesn't close. This, it just works. TRU Ball makes good quality products, so this is a good quality product. It's obviously expensive. But it's one of the nicer thumb release aids I've shot. And I'm just comparing all the others because people are going to say, well, is it better or worse than all the other ones? It's really hard to come up with that. And, you know, literally people will ring me and they'll say, well, is this better than the Ultra View button? It's like, it's so similar. It's so similar. The Ultra View button is excellent. Is it better than the GOAT? I don't know if I like the GOAT because of the back tension and thumb mechanism. Is it better than the Blade? Look, I really like the Blade. But for me, I was just as happy with this as the Blade. Is it better than a Stanislavski? Look, I'm really happy with them all. And it's very hard for me to pick a difference. This is a top quality release aid. It feels like a top quality release aid. It launches like a top quality release aid. It's got the auto load feature. More than happy with it. I'd be more than happy to shoot it right now in a competition, straight out of the box. And I think I would shoot with it well in a competition, straight out of the box like that. I think a lot of people overthink equipment. When I started, I shot a $40 release aid, and I shot an Australian record with a $40 release aid, which by all standards today is rubbish. It's good. The Trident is good. I think TRU Ball, very clever idea, whoever came up with it. Obviously some engineer came up with this idea. It's clever. I like it. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies. That's the TRU Ball Trident. Thanks for watching. Bye.